One of the most beloved movies of all time, The Wizard of Oz, is actually a historically accurate portrayal of what the populist movement stood for. To understand how The Wonderful Wizard of Oz connects to populism, we first must understand the platform and ideology the Southern and Western farmers stood for. Farmers were upset about a variety of problems, including the declining prices of their agricultural products, rising railroad rates for shipping, and burdensome mortgages. While their products' prices declined, their purchasing power increased, shipping prices actually fell, and mortgages weren't completely devastating. Even though some of the farmers' struggles were exaggerated, most felt insecure as the industrial society had taken over the agricultural society, where being a farmer was once more valued and honored. As the Granges died, the populist movement encouraged the formation of farmers' alliances to politicize the American farmer. They believed in the struggle of the common man of the South and West against the wealthy elite in the industrial Northeast. The populist movement wanted the free coinage of silver, of 16 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold, to cause inflation, which would ultimately cause agricultural prices to go up. They wanted a federal income, direct election of senators by voters instead of state legislators to give more power to the people, and tighter government regulation on big businesses. They also wanted to end national banks and protective tariffs. Overall, they simply wanted more government regulation, no matter if it was local, state, or federal, to help and protect the common man. The novel, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, is an allegory of the Silver Movement and what the populists stood for. It was written by Frank Baum and published in 1900, and it became an immediate success.
In 1964, a historian from Columbia University, Henry Littlefield, wrote an article in the American Quarterly called The Wizard of Oz, Parable on Populism. He gives us a deeper understanding of how The Wizard of Oz is read as an allegory. The Wizard of Oz uses specific characters and objects to represent populism. First, Dorothy represented the average American girl on a farm in Kansas. She was carried away by a cyclone, which symbolized the victory of the silver forces at the polls. Dorothy's house squashes the Wicked Witch of the East, who symbolized the Eastern money power that favored gold. This event sets the Munchkins free, who signify common people. One of the most well-known songs of the time period, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, was sung by Dorothy, which symbolized hope and was designed to escape hardship.
Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby.
It is also important to note that the silver slippers Dorothy wore in the original book and play represented the inflation monetary policy of freely minting silver money, known as the Free Silver Movement, and that the yellow brick road represented the already enforced gold policy. Furthermore, the scarecrow, noted to have a sense of inferiority and self-doubt, signifies the average American farmer, who doubts their future as society shifts to industry and away from agriculture. The Tin Man represents an unskilled laborer who has simply turned into part of a machine. The Cowardly Lion represents Democratic nominee William Jennings Bryan in 1896. He lost Northeastern support as the big business owners, notably Rockefeller, Carnegie, and Morgan, got together and lobbied votes to ensure McKinley won. They wanted to make certain that there'd be no government regulation on trust. Furthermore, the story progresses and the characters reach the Emerald City, which symbolizes the greenback colored national capital. They are then informed by the wizard that they must destroy the Wicked Witch of the West, who represents the mortgage companies, heartless nature, and other opposition to progress. However, when they return to the Emerald City, they realize the wizard, signifying money power of the U.S., is a manipulator whose power rests on myth and illusion. The story ends with Glinda the Good Witch of the South, which indicates the strong support of silver in the South, helping Dorothy return home. The Scarecrow ends up ruling the Emerald City, signifying a triumph for farmers, and the Tin Man reigns in the West, alluding to the fact that industrialization is moving westward. The Wonderful Wizard of Oz reflects the beliefs of American values of freedom and independence, self-reliance, and individualism. However, with further investigation, the hidden representation of populism is revealed.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz. To find he is a wizard, a wiz, if ever a wiz there was. If ever, oh, ever a wiz there was, the Wizard of Oz is one because of the wonderful things he does.